6 months ago now.
Yeah.
How's the campaign faring, the campaign to regain power?
I would say we are leaving no stone unturned. We officially haven't launched the full campaign yet. What we've done so far is what we call pre-campaigning. Hopefully soon we would come out with the campaign management. The whole structure will be unveiled, and after that we would launch the campaign and also launch our manifesto. Then with that, it means we are in full gear, ready to go.
But John Mahama has been doing quite a bit of touring already. That's what? That's pre-campaign campaign?
I would say that normally the campaign is declared officially open once then you can talk about the real campaign having started. But generally, I mean, once he's been elected as flag bearer, everything he does is part of the campaign, because that's the whole process towards December 7th. So I would say that, yeah, he's done a tour of the whole country across all the regions, done what you call a proper listening tour, met different groups. And of course, I mean, you see that's being very copied avidly by the typical copycats in our friends, trying to do exactly the same thing that John Mahama actually inaugurated in the previous...
You mean Dr. Bawumia is copying you?
Course, I mean,
what aspects of your campaign?
Oh, but you can see it clearly, everything that he's doing. He's just basically trying to copy John Mahama, meeting groups, asking for questions, the same thing that we used to do. We launched, ahead of 2020, we have what you call the People's Manifesto. And that People's Manifesto simply meant listening to the people, picking their views, interacting with them, getting questions and so on. And that also led to coming out with our manifesto in the year 2020. And our flag bearers continue the same process, I mean, ahead of this campaign as well. And that is what busily they are doing. At first, they used to focus themselves largely on rallies and stuff like that. Now it's no more just that. They are not trying to copy, but it's fine.
But in early days, I mean...
We were the first party in the Fourth Republic. In fact, we celebrated our 32nd anniversary just a few days ago as the first main political party in the Fourth Republic. So it's normal for them to continue copying what we do.
Yeah, but the evidence doesn't suggest that there's a copy, you know. I mean, there's a campaigning of meeting groups, which is what John Mahama has done, which is what Dr. Bawumia is also doing, but he's also been to homes. Today, for example, he's been to homes in the Shantu region.
Copying at a meal, so effectively. That's it. I mean, it's about copying us.
But nobody owes a right to campaign strategy in terms of
you have seen what
where
MPP,
you go.
Well, you've seen what MPP has consistently done from 1992.
Which is?
They've never done any of that. So effectively what it is they are doing now is copying what John Mahama brought in the year 2020 and is continuing now.
What is John Mahama's strategy then? What do you think is copying that John Mahama is doing that they were not doing before?
I just told you.
Going
that the whole meeting different demographics, different groups, listening to them, trying to pick their thought in order to come out with our policy platform proposals that we did ahead of 2020, which again John Mahama has continued doing ahead of this campaign, is clearly something that they are doing.
But candidates in the
adding
past,
to it what Prof. Mills used to do in terms of
the door-to-door campaign. But candidates in the past have always done identifiable groups, is what they call them, the professional bodies. John Mahama did it in the past. Nanado did it in the past.
Can you recall Nanado doing what we did ahead of the year 2020?
I recall Nanado meeting, in fact, before 2016, when he was in opposition, he was meeting Guta, he was meeting the professional bodies, the doctors, he was meeting lawyers. Yeah. That is standard campaign practice in this country.
If you watch exactly what happened ahead of 2020, and which is happening now ahead of 2024, what our flag bearer has done is gone across the length and breadth of Ghana and made different people in all these regions. That's exactly what they have copied. And Nanado never went across the whole of let's say, if it were original 10 regions of Ghana, meeting different groups in those places. No. What they used to do was typically go to regions and do typical rallies and stuff for the nature. That's what they used to do. So clearly, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with copying. You just have to be honest enough to admit that, yeah, you are looking at what your opponents have done and trying to copy them. Nothing wrong with that.
But that's politics. Politics is
just have
making
the honor,
sure you
just have the honor to accept
that you outwit your opponent.
Just have the honor to acknowledge that, yeah, you're copying your opponent. There's nothing wrong with that.